What's up, everybody? It's Let's Get Paranormal again with myself and always Cameron Bell. We are here with Aaron and Alissa from Androidvision, the web show. I have that correct.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool. And Aaron also owns the Ren's Den.
Yeah,
as well.
partial owners
Partial
with my
owner.
daughter.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
For sure.
Cool. So they came here to share us some of their experiences and talk about their web show with us.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Androidvision, I don't know, we've been doing it for, me personally, I've been doing it for about 9 years or so.
Oh, wow.
So it's just an online web show where we do interactive horror hosting. Essentially, I host horror movies, kind of like an Elvira, Sven Gulli type of thing. And we've been doing it online for up to about 9 years, and kind of started by myself, brought a couple of people on with me, and then some of those things kind of fell through the cracks, and then we have new people. I guess we're a team now.
A new team.
A new team. We're not even new. We've been together for a few years now. So there's a whole
group of miscreants.
Yeah, and what we do is we just we have our own kind of talk shit about horror movies.
Oh, okay.
And then we show the movie.
Like critique it, kind of? Sort of?
Interesting facts,
Oh,
what we
okay.
loved or hated
right.
about it. Really just straight up talking shit about some of
That's
them.
cool.
you
That
know?
sounds like fun.
Yeah. And it's us.
Yeah.
And I guess we're in the back of an RV.
Oh, okay. So you get like your own headquarters?
Yeah, it's...
Androidvision Mobile.
Yeah. And so we have, well, Alyssa's been with me for, I don't know, man, since like pandemic times, huh?
Yeah, I think just a couple years.
It's 4 years
Like
already.
4
Is it
years? That's
4
pretty
years?
long, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, and then we
Okay,
have
4 years.
Ejaculus. He kind of wears this guar type of
Oh, okay.
mask.
That makes sense with the name.
Yeah, and then we have Shred, who wears a peeled face mask, and I'm painted up like kind of war paint status.
Oh, okay.
I fucked around with my base paint for a long time, and now I got my face paint on. And then we just brought on Aurelis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as another male girl.
I wouldn't
Whatever
even
we
say
are.
you're just co-hosts now.
Co-host now?
There's
Aw.
there's no more male
We
girls.
graduated.
Yeah, they're co-hosts. So, yeah, we just talk shit about the movies, and we find the worst of the worst.
Okay. Like
On
like
purpose.
Z movies?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I don't even think some of them have letters in their ranking.
Yeah, we're not for kids.
No.
We do it online every other month, and then we're at the Guild every 3 months.
Okay.
So we go to the Guild. We'll do a midnight movie or 10:30 movie, and
That's pretty cool, man.
yeah. And so we'll go to the Guild and we'll do giveaways. We'll do.
We've had live bands open up for us a few times for the movies. A little bit of trivia, giveaways, just introducing people to some of the wonderful cinema that has made its way under everybody's carpets.
Yeah. We last one we did was Reanimator, and
A little more mainstream. But
yeah, a little bit more mainstream we did, but we like to like kind of show some of the underground,
Okay.
but try to bring people in at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
You
Like
know?
something that they might know.
Yeah, and having the bands really helped. We've had a couple
bet.
of band when we had Visions of Death, the first one, then we
Okay.
had Suspended, the second one. And what I'll do is I'll edit a whole video while they're playing on the movie screen after, because the Guild has like a stage you can play on.
Oh, okay.
So they have a giant movie screen behind them, and then I'll edit the video together of just a bunch of gore movies.
Oh, that's
or
cool.
just shit, kung fu.
In the background?
Yeah, just playing in
cool.
the background, and yeah, we kind of delve into those types of subgenres, I guess.
definitely subgenres.
I gotta check
The
this out. It sounds
basement.
like fun.
Yeah.
Android
the
Vision?
basement of horror movies.
Yes, yeah, we're doing this weekend. I'm doing a web episode, so it's essentially kind of throwback '90s. There's an old school chat room on the side.
Oh, okay.
So you log in and people just chat and talk shit to each other, talk shit about the movie, and then we do like usually a shitty PSA before the movie, and then what we'll do is we'll do the movie in whole. So this weekend we're going to be doing Summer Camp Nightmare.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I don't think I've seen that.
I
either.
doubt it. You're like,
Yeah,
nah,
a
you
lot
guys-
of these movies, people say, I don't think
Yeah,
I've ever seen that, but a lot of them have the same sort of theme as other popular movies. So, you know, you're at a summer camp and, you know, there's a slasher of some sort, but then it's made on, you know, a quarter, if that, of the budget of the ones you're used to seeing. You know, very cheesy horror effects, some great actors, some of them who've gone on to do great things, actually, or made themselves into icons in the horror field. But
that's pretty cool.
that's some of the fun trivia that we like to share is if it's a director or an actor who's gone on to do something of higher acclaim, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. Which one did we, Doom Asylum? Was a girl from Sex and the City, that old show?
Yeah.
I forget her name, but...
With the super high-cut swimsuit.
Yeah, she had a high-cut swimsuit on, running. So Doom Asylum, these two girls are just running around the whole movie with the high heels and I don't know, swimsuits, and the girl just went on to do Sex and... Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, Kristen Stewart.
And then she and the movie just gets her face cut in half, basically, and just falls off, and I'm like, everybody's got to get their start somewhere.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's good. You probably see a lot of like that, like stars that like their early beginnings and stuff like that. And it's just fun to like pick apart movies, like how they did their special effects. Sometimes you can kind of see like where they messed up and stuff.
I think our favorite is what's his name? He's in a shit ton. He was in Playgirl. We always make. It seems like almost every other movie has.
Oh, the one with one.
Christopher George.
Oh yeah, Christopher George. This he's done all variety. Like he's got credits in every probably genre of cinema, and he's been in quite a few of our cheesy movies. But one that we showed at the Guild, which one was it that we played?
Pieces.
Oh, Pieces. Yeah, he was in Pieces, but we found out that he was also the centerfold in the 1973 Playgirl or 71
We gotta get
Playgirl
that up here on the
magazine.
wall.
So I found a copy on eBay and we gave it away at the Guild at the movie. So that was pretty fun.
I think Amanda, the singer of Suspended, got it.
Oh, she
really?
did.
Yeah, she won it because we do like giveaway tickets at the beginning, like pull your ticket and we'll call your name. And I remember the girls were getting in the van and it was just so funny because I was helping them load up and she's like, "Let me see it." Oh no, let me see it. Let me see it. They're just like, "Let me see Playgirl." You know, it's like, but the Christopher George one was funny because it was like, what was he doing? He's hanging out.
He was eating a watermelon on the floor in the 70s, right? Okay, on like a fur rug with his dogs around him, eating a watermelon with a big knife, like a big fillet knife.
Naked.
So naked, yeah. So all sorts of odd.
That's kind of weird. That's not what I thought that was gonna
be.
Yeah.
So sexy.
Yeah, we delve into like our show. Like I have to edit out a lot of stuff because we go off-roading and we get filthy. So it's like not for kids at all. I mean, unless you want your kid to watch that. But
not for most people.
Not for most people. You got to have like a pretty thick skin sense of humor in order to watch it.
That's awesome. That's fun though. Yeah. We like weird, dark stuff.
Yeah. We're actually, we've done a few cons. We did Morgan Crypt.
Comic-Con
and
cool. Morgan Crypt so far.
That's awesome.
And then so we've been asked back to do Morgan Crypt this year, and I think as a collective, I mean, I bounce off of them, but pretty much like event coordinator type of stuff. Okay. So like trying to find bands for their after parties, trying to help out with panels and different things like that, and let that stuff run differently. Because I think the people who run Morgan Crypt kind of saw like the spice that we bring, Androidvision spice. Should we make one?
Your own spin.
Why you
spice?
The spice.
Spice is so kind.
So we're gonna spice it up, and it turns out that like Arelis is helping out with stuff. So I feel like I don't want to say we've infected it, but we've kind of infected the. Okay. It's pretty cool. We're gonna put a little.
The virus is there.
Yeah, we're putting a nice little touch on there, so it's gonna be great.
That's cool, man. And everybody that's watching, go check it. The link's gonna be in the description. So go check out their web page, their web show, and then maybe some events that are coming up for you guys.
For sure.
That's awesome. So let's get into the paranormal stuff.
Ooh.
Let's get paranormal.
Okay.
All right. So we are ghost hunters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we've been not too many. Well, I guess a lot of places, but we've been around mostly like New Mexico, Arizona, and Texas. We're trying to get up to Colorado, but we just recently did the Haunted Hill House. I don't know if you guys heard of that yet in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that one. Had some weird stuff happen, but we want to know what you guys have gone through. Like I know you said that the Wren's Den has had some activity there too.
Oh yeah, I had actually Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, it's almost like every other time daily that something's going on over there. And Saturdays, as a matter of fact, we were shutting it down, and I was there. I don't know if you guys know Gio. He plays bass. He used to play for Fallen Prophets.
I think so.
Yeah, Gio. Okay. So Gio's a good friend of mine, and me and my wife's friend, and I was shutting it down. Lights are off, and Gio was in there, and he just spoke out. He's like, "Why are you giving me chills?" Me and my wife looked at each other. He goes, "Something's giving me chills right now," because Gio believes in that stuff. And I was all, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, it's fucking cold." And I'm just like, the air's not on. If you guys been in Rensden, you know how fucking hot it is.
Yeah, it's always hot in there. Yeah. So it's like, you're getting chills in there? Or?
Yeah, so he gets chills. So
I have a fever.
Yeah, so he whips out, but he
whoa.
here we go. But
Come here, ghost.
I guess he has like not a spirit box, but like a reader where you can talk
an
EMF or something like that.
Yeah.
So he pulls it out, and he's like, "Why are you giving me chills?" And then right away it says, "She's coming."
Oh,
and we're like, all right. And I'm like, fuck, dude. All right. So let's go over by the sound area, the sound closet, like our closet bathroom area. Because I did have a lady in there one time who was reading cards just for a little pop-up event we had. And she goes, "There's something in this corner." And I was just like, so we went over there and walked with it. And I was just like, "Do you like the music we're playing?" And then it just said the name. And the name ended up being like one of the guys who recorded music there.
Oh, cool.
So we were just like, "I'm ready to go." My wife's like, "Let's go." And I was in that room, I just got chills. All the hair stood up on me. Yeah, and I said, "You're not allowed to follow me. You have to stay." Like, that's all we said. Like, "You have to stay here. Bye." Like your dog, pet it on the head. Yeah. "Stay here. Go. Leave." But yeah, I mean, whatever's there, I've been grabbed on the back of my arm. Like, I don't know if you guys have been grabbed.
Yeah.
But it's almost weird. It almost feels like air.
Yeah.
But like kind of going through you. It's strange.
Like, it always feels like like that. I don't know.
It's like a.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was strange, and then my daughter's been and my wife have both been touched on the ass. Oh. So like I'm pretty sure.
I got a pervy ghost.
It's a dude.
You think so?
Oh yeah. You said the name was the guy who used to record there.
Yeah.
Right?
And that was the name on the thing, but I mean, there's been so many, like our sound guy Anjo. There's just some times where he's just like fucking around late at night, mixing stuff, messing with things. Then he just freezes. He's like, "I gotta go." Like he's by himself, and he's like, "I just have to go." Wow. Like, and he just gets like
the energy changes.
Yeah, he's like, "I just gotta go." And I mean, there's so many experiences. I think the other ones that we have recording bands, like, cause we record some, it's raw, it's gritty, punk stuff, and like literally he'll be recording one guy and he'll go and the little things pull it out of the amp.
That's crazy.
I'll be like, "Fuck, dude, really again?" Same one. We've had bands that have stayed the night there that have woken up in the middle of the night and they've just seen somebody standing in the corner.
Oh, wow.
And different bands though, it's not like the same.
Oh, so it's a common occurrence thing?
Yeah, and I think the craziest one was Jeff from Morgan Crypt, the owner. You're like, "Who's that guy?" You know Jeff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So we were.
No, I've been down to Rensden a few times, and I have no idea why you've never told me the place is fucking haunted.
So you would come.
Yeah, so you won't come by.
Yeah, no wonder I stay outside the whole time.
Yeah, you're like.
Oh yeah. By the way, we have an ass-grabbing ghost.
Yeah. So we were sitting inside having a meeting about the Morgan Crypt, what's going on. There was a good handful of us there, and he was just getting super agitated, and it wasn't Jeff. Like, it's just, and he had called me. He's like, "Bro," I was like, "I had to get out of there." It's like, "Why?" And he goes, "I was getting angry. I was getting angry at everybody, and that's not me." Like, we were just sitting, shooting the shit, organizing the con, talking about what we got to talk about, and he's usually an easygoing guy. And he's like, "I just was just filled with anger. Like, I don't know what it was." He goes, it took a while for it to break loose. Like, I went home, and my wife, because his wife was with us as well, and she's like, "Dude, what happened?" He goes, "I just got super pissed, and I don't know why."
That's strange.
But he's just like, and it's always like, it's in that back corner of...
Oh, it's always in that area?
That back corner, wherever the bathrooms are, and, where we have the soundboard and everything. But it trips me out, because I wonder what energy we're bringing to it.
I know I'm bringing sage. I don't know what energy you're bringing. I'm bringing sage.
We were sending you with some Palo Santo today.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I have some in my car. I'll just bring it with me.
That's a little gift basket. No, I was kidding.
I don't know. It's like we have some shows in there, and like it's just literally the condensation on the walls from when we're sold out or something, from 200 bodies, 150 bodies, and the floor's full of condensation from all these bodies. The walls are wood panel. Like, I'm wondering just like what essence energy
like
is soaking
gathering energy.
Like what energy were we adding to that chaos, you know?
Yeah, especially because it's a venue. There's like music is like an energy you can't see, you can only feel, so it's like kind of like feeding it, I guess.
Yeah.
Every time.
That place is fucking charged.
Yeah, especially when you have those hardcore shows and everybody's just getting down in that pit and stuff too. Just feeding into that.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to look in the really thick history, since it was like a recording studio before that for early artists here in Albuquerque, to see what else you could find out about it.
Because downtown is pretty old. Like around that area.
And when did that place originally open? What'd you find out?
Wren's? Well,
not Wren's, but the
recording studio? Yeah. That whole area was built up in the 60s. But there had to have been something there before it. But they recorded albums. There's the old Christie Records building. That's where we're at. It's like a historic spot in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
And then Christie Records just closed down, went abandoned for a long time, and that's when we went and cleaned it up. And there's been a lot of music recorded at Christie Records. You can even look on Spotify for Christie Records, and you can see all it's just Albuquerque, you know, mariachi type of stuff. Mm-hmm. But I was having an interesting conversation with the neighbor across the street. He's like, I just hear pitter patter in my house all the time, like a little kid in the wooden floors. And he gave me the whole history of that down there. I guess Avenida Cesar Chavez was the only waypoint for the rivers that went down the Rio Grande. Oh, okay. So that was like a port at one time, and that's where a lot of the trading went down in that area. The oldest parts of Albuquerque, you're talking like 1600s. There's a lot of trading, a lot of, and then you're talking like old school saloon shootings, just stuff like that. And then that's why there's churches all up and down there, the Catholic churches. Yeah.
It's crazy that I learned this, that like a lot of like old Albuquerque, when it was first being built, it actually looked like New Orleans back in the day. Yeah, like they changed it to adobe just because that's what they think New Mexico used to look like back in the day. But actually, it used to look like New Orleans. Like if you go to like Old Town, you can kind of see like where they used to have balconies and stuff. They just made it into adobe. It's really weird. I don't know. It's like not accurate history, but it's pretty cool that it used to look way different back then. Oh yeah. It's because like people used to travel through here, and they would come from New Orleans and stop there and build and stuff. Huh. A lot of the inside of the buildings still look like that too, though. Like New Orleans style, like wood floors and stuff. Not adobe dirt.
Yeah, big, grand.
Yeah.
Is your store haunted?
Is my store haunted?
Oh, do you have a store?
Actually, we talk about it all the time. So I am manager of a coffee shop.
Oh, okay.
And we had a barista who brought a Ouija board one time. Not when I was there, before I was there, but everybody always talks about the ghost in the store, and I joke about it. Oh, the ghost of barista's past, you know. But it's just little weird things where we'll have stuff and then all of a sudden it just won't be there anymore, and nobody knows where it went. It's just gone, you know. Yeah. Tools at the trade, whatnot, just gone. But
you work for a big corporation. They can replace it.
Yeah, I just order another one. But
You're like, take it to the spirit world. Take it with you.
Yeah, I haven't had any like energy encounters of any kind there, but it's always just weird, unexplained stuff that no idea why.
Well, you're down there in Rio Grande. Yeah. That's another old area too.
Yeah, down by Old Town.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That whole area is.
Yeah. We actually did an investigation in Old Town once.
Yeah.
There was a it's called, we call it SH because it's called Suicide House, because 2 people have died there. Some lady hung herself in the front porch. It's like right across from like Old Town, like the square.
Yeah.
It's like across the street. We did an investigation there. It was like probably one of the most craziest nights we ever had.
That's when, like we had our experiences, like something being thrown when I was in there, like in the side of the building by myself. Yeah. On that, and I heard like these guys. It sounded like they were walking outside or something, but no one was there. And then something got thrown against like the screen door, too. When I went to go.
Yeah, it was crazy. One of our other investigators he's no longer with us after that night, but he got grabbed on the leg. Yeah.
Oh,
he quit after that.
I watched that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, was it Pickles?
This was Adam. That
Yeah,
time.
it was Adam.
Because I remember somebody running like, no.
Oh, that was Pickles.
Yeah, okay,
Pickles.
so he got grabbed by the leg too,
that was
right?
that. This biohazard. That one was at a biohazard cleanup place. So they clean up like dead bodies and like remains in houses. Pickles got. There was a rug on the floor that someone shot themselves on, and there was like pieces where they cleaned the carpet and they cut out pieces and they're supposed to get rid of it, and they were offering us to take it. And I was like, they're like, you guys can have it if you want.
We were like that close in getting it, but I think it's
that's
just
one
like,
of those.
Like if I had like another house where it had haunted objects, maybe, but not in here. Like just let's look at this rug.
Like your spider. It's like if you're like your spider sense goes off and you're just like, I'm good.
He almost wanted to use it for a drum rug. Pickles.
Oh jeez.
that's some straight death metal.
That's
taking it into venues. Let's just introduce that everywhere we go.
Yeah, he was walking through that area and that he was right by that rug where he got grabbed.
Yeah, it's like, take me home. Just grabbing him by the leg. I want to go with you. He's like, no, leave me alone. Yeah, I wouldn't be cool with that. I've had to get rid of some stuff in my house a couple times. Yeah, my wife's like, out with that. Go.
Oh, like energy from it, or?
Yeah, I had ordered a ring from Mexico, and it had a upside down trident on it, and it was a trident, but it was like and then the trident had an upside down cross on it, and it was just more for collectible stuff, and I ordered it from and I don't remember the gentleman's name who made it, but he makes just like weird shit in Mexico, like jewelry stuff. But what he does is he likes to, he had an actual human skull. He made 111 of these pieces, just 111 pieces of jewelry. And then he had the rings and the human skull, and then he put blood in it. And he just let it sit for a while.
That's crazy.
And then so I bought the ring, I actually resold it because my wife's like, get it out of here. I don't know, they were on sale for $111, so I bought one. But it came with this box with all these sigils carved into it, hand carved, and the box was really sticky. So I hit the door. I was like, "Why is the box really sticky?" He goes, "I stained it in blood, human blood." Yeah, so the box was stained in human blood, and I was just like, Rachel was like, "Get that, go!" She saw that can't be here, and I was like, "Fuck, all right, cool." I think there's a picture of me wearing it once, and. I don't remember.
I don't remember wearing it. I was kidding.
No, I actually went to a Watain concert.
Oh, okay.
That black metal band, and I was in the front row just jamming, and for some reason the singer threw the pig's blood on me and my friend next to us. Out of anybody else, he just
that's funny.
Because their concert they do real rituals or what they consider their own rituals, and I got doused with pig's blood that night, and it was just fucking wild. I don't know. Fun times, I guess.
Yeah.
Concerts melt banana.
Melt banana's not like that at all.
They don't throw melted bananas at you?
No.
Those concerts are crazy though too. I think I went to go see them too, and there's pig heads on the stage, and I was just like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah. And it smells like a rotten, because they do have blood, and they'll put to get a goat's head, and they'll put the microphone up through its neck, out of its mouth, and then they'll sing into it. That's crazy. Just stinky blood stuff. Yeah.
It probably stinks.
No, I would go.
It smells
because they probably travel with it too, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking nasty.
Melissa would go.
Imagine
go. I mean, do they travel with it, or do they just
or do they get new ones every town?
Find somewhere in each town to go to. You could go to a butcher.
Well, they do travel with it
eat,
sometimes.
so.
Yeah, I do know that they do pick up roadkill along the way as well.
Oh.
Bring that on stage with them. Let it smell real good.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I swear, I hope we never get a bassist that's into that shit. Get that shit out of here, dude. We were some of the guys already stink enough, man.
Just sleeping in the van.
Jeez, dude, you're all just using the goat head as a pillow.
Cuddle up with a
you just wake up with something looking at you with an eye, no eyelid. We talk about paranormal stuff on Androidvision sometimes, right? What's your most haunted experience?
Oh yeah, if you've ever experienced things, yeah. I don't really have any.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy. No negative stories.
What about positive ghost stories?
Yeah, I don't know. I tend to have more of I used to have anyways. I haven't lately. Dreams with I don't know, very clear messages from people to give to other people. I've only had that a few times.
Like a psychic kind of thing?
When I was younger, my great-grandmother, when she passed away, I didn't know that she had passed away, but she came into my dreams, and we had a conversation. And then I think it was the next day or sometime during that immediate future that I was told that she had passed away.
Oh, wow.
So, I don't know, just little things like that, but I don't have a fear of it, so I don't think that I don't know, I just kind of live in harmony with the idea of paranormal activity.
Yeah. I think I've grown into that myself.
Yeah, like I'm not a non-believer by any means. I'm a full believer, but it's just one of those things that, you know, energies are everywhere. And if you're attuned to people's energies, you can get the same kind of vibe as you can get to one that you don't see, you know, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've grown into that, like the whole, like, we're all a part of it, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just
cohesive.
Maybe it's just a science we haven't discovered yet, because we know it's there, right? Like we know there's evidence, but like there's just like needs to be some kind of breakthrough. You know what I mean? Like, how can we communicate? And then, you know, the tools and everything we have, I think, are getting us there. But I used to be super scared of any experiences that I had when I was a kid. I mean, I've had countless experiences, and as a kid, I was like, nope, don't look, don't see, don't look, just it'll go away, and usually it does. But I think the last one that scared me, I was with Rachel. It scared both of us. We were like, what the fuck? And I'm not gonna call it by its name, what they normally call it. You know, it just has something to do with flesh and speed walking. So we're driving down 528, going down the hill, and I'm just driving. It's at night. They have lights there, just like freaking 8:30 at night, 9 o'clock at night. That's weird. And I just kind of saw this like black mist kind of swirling, and then it always remained a black mist, and then it developed all fours, and then it swirled back up, and then developed two, and then it swirled back down and just went. And then my wife's like, "Did you fucking see that?" And I was like, "Okay, that just wasn't me, right?" And she's like, "Did you see that?" And I was like, "I saw that." And I mean, to this day, it fucking gives me, like, you can just see the goosebumps on me, bro. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck is that?
That's
like,
weird.
It was like one of the, and then like literally I would say every time we heard coyotes howl behind our house, like, it would just fuck with me.
Oh, just so you think maybe it might, something like that again?
It would just fuck with me. It would just like, kind of like, be like, give me a really uneasy feeling. Until like I started feeding the coyotes. Like throwing shit over the fence. It's like, we're gonna be friends now. You guys cool? I'm cool. We're cool, right? Like, you know,
see a pot is.
Yeah. And now sometimes I think I sent that picture where they stand up on the fence and look at my dogs.
Oh yeah.
And they're like buddies. Yeah, because I have like pit bulls, and they just stare at each other.
That's funny.
So yeah, it's just it's weird back there, and I'm talking like the ditch behind Siebel High School.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's a ditch that runs there, and even my wife's like, there's something fucking weird out there. Like, we were having a conversation, me and my daughter-in-law in our kitchen, about I just finished reading the book about the New Mexico prison riots.
Oh, okay.
It's called The Hate Factory. And so I just finished reading the book, and we were just talking about it. And as we were talking about it, I just see this owl land on this perch right behind my house. And I was like, nope, we're done talking about this. Like, I was like, we're done. Like, it was just, I rarely see owls out there.
It feels weird when you start like reading stories. Like, it feels like it like comes to you or something, whatever you're reading about. It's really strange. I don't know if like
that happened to you.
I don't think that's happened to me.
You're putting the energy into it.
Yeah, I think so. It might not be what you're talking about. Maybe something nearby or something. But like, there's like Peggy the doll. Like, sometimes like, have you heard of Peggy the doll? She's in Zach Museum. It's one of the most haunted dolls. Like, they say that. I don't know. I don't know if I believe it, but they say that even if you look at a picture of her, she can get attached to you or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think you got him to go in the mindset, kind of like what you said. It's just, I'm one with you, or I'm more than you. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not, I don't know. For me, I've gone to places like the Strater or whatever up in Durango, just places that are supposed to have those sorts of energies or experiences, kind of waiting, hoping, anticipating that something's just going to happen. And I haven't been lucky enough to have any of those great stories, but I don't know if it's just one of those things where I'm okay enough with it that they're like, well, we're not going to scare her, so I don't know.
Maybe you scare them.
Maybe. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just like, fuck, this chick's energy is too pure and good.
Oh, pure and good.
Pure and good and beautiful and bright.
Angelic.
Nice back
my
pedal.
angelic white light pushes them away.
I get a rolling eyes over there. But yeah, maybe it is.
No, I don't know.
Maybe it's just a soft energy, like a motherly, oh, we're going to leave her alone. She's like our mom.
I don't know. I also have ADHD, so if I heard something or saw something, I'd get distracted by something else in 2 minutes. So.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
It totally happens. Yeah, it's just weird back there in that ditch area. There was some neighbors when we first moved in there, and they said that they found like bones and arrowheads and stuff like that.
Oh,
back there
okay.
ditching. It's like, fucking leave it there.
Yeah, and don't touch
Yeah.
it.
Don't touch it. If you accidentally dig it up, just put it back.
Yeah, just put it back.
Put a piece of bread on top of it.
something, offer
fucking
something. Yeah.
coin in there.
Yeah.
You're good to go. You know, just leave it alone. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think just a lot of experiences that I've had. I've been with Rachel for 23 years. My wife. We've had a lot together, which was strange. I think Taos was. Did we tell you about the Taos one? We were driving to Pagosa through Taos, the back way. And we seen a guy on his horses, or on a horse with his cows, just walking it down the road, and everybody was slowing down. How's it going? It's a cowboy. And then as we're going up the road a little bit, everybody sped up. Me and my wife were going up, and then we see another bend up the way, and we're like, oh, there's another guy. There's on his horse with his cows, and let's just slow down because my wife's like, I want to look at it. It's so cool, you know. And as we go around the bend to where we expect to see him, it's huge fences on both sides. And nothing was there.
Oh, wow.
And then we kind of like thought to ourselves, well, it was kind of weird looking, like it was kind of like a blip, like the guy, like remembering it was like, how could I explain it? Like,
It wasn't really quite on the 3D realm.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like on the 3D realm, and not that you could see through him, but you could, but then, yeah, like not on the 3D realm. It was
Yeah.
weird, and we were just like, how the fuck did we just see a cowboy on a horse with a shit ton of horses or cows, like, and then
But
nothing,
then there's nothing.
nothing there.
It's like where our dimension kind of lapped over for a second or something.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how it works still. I don't
The
understand.
dimensional thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or like separate planes that kind of coexist at the same time or
Little
something.
glimpse
Yeah.
into windows.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's possible. Didn't you say you astroplaned one time? I thought you
Not
said
me.
Is that Arelis
I
or
don't know.
one of the people?
You
on
can
the
try
show?
it today. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I don't know. There was somebody I knew here in town that I went to middle school and high school with that was from India that would talk about that all the time, that he would do that. That was his thing. He was in Gifted with me.
Really?
Yeah.
You were in Gifted?
Yeah.
That fucking makes so much sense.
But it
Because I
doesn't
was
make any sense.
I was in D level.
Were you?
classes. Yeah.
Oh, we're so special ed together.
Yeah. Mine was just because I would like tell the teacher to shut the fuck up. But like that was it. Alyssa would like, I'm good at math.
Math.
Yeah, I think when you were talking about your buddy who astroplaned. I don't know what that looks like, what that means. I just know like if anybody's ever had sleep paralysis here.
He has. Yeah.
Yeah, had a lot of it too.
Yeah.
Like even so much where we used to live at, it would just be like in my closet, pretty much, just always like staring at me. And then like it got to a point where I wasn't scared of it like anymore. I can hear it like speak, and then it actually like showed itself right in front of me. I was just like laying on my bed, couldn't move, and I looked at it. I was like, and the only thing that came to my mind was like, damn, that thing is fucking ugly. It was like almost an alien looking kind of thing. It was like gray and shit.
Oh, wow.
Weird.
Yeah,
That's
but I was just
crazy.
just like lurking it, and then it was like had like tiny like little red eyes.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was like
Interesting.
kind of like sunk in, and it was just I just looked at it.
Where was this at?
At my old apartment at Lafayette, like in the Northeast. And
Okay.
Yeah, it's in Albuquerque.
Wow.
But yeah, it was just there, and me and Pickles would see whatever was fucking with us.
Wow, that's crazy.
I think your buddy's astral plane. So
Andy's fine. Andy's like,
We're old. It's our afternoon nap time.
our old grandpa.
that's about my nap time too.
I think like I've experienced sleep paralysis since I was little. Even my mom used to say I used to get nightmares or bad dreams, night terrors, but not until I got older that I start realizing what it was. And I know it comes on by lack of sleep, but I've just been like, fuck it, let's let it go. Like, because I get this like static feeling. It's like it's this weird static feeling.
Like a spirit box or something.
Yeah, it's weird. And then like I literally can feel like static energy, and then I smell blood. Like it's weird because have you ever been punched in the nose?
Oh yeah.
You can smell the blood, and it's like I can smell that copper smell, kind of like that copper smell, and then it's like either we're gonna let's do this, let's explore, let's not. It's like no, I don't want to do this. I want to do this, and then if you let it go, for me personally, it almost like I'm in a negative.
Oh, you're upside down?
Yeah, but not like that. Not like upside
like
down.
Stranger Things?
Yeah, not like that, but like almost like if you take a negative of a picture, it's just flipped around like that.
Oh, okay.
And then I've let it go completely. I mean, maybe we can call it the drugs, but after I had a hernia surgery, it was so weird. Like I got sleep paralysis, and I had my hand off the side of the bed, and it was just something holding my hand. And then I woke up, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, and then when I have it, like, I wish I had Rachel on speakerphone. Like, didn't you hear me fucking calling out for you? She goes, no, you're just laying there. I was like, what? So I'm not getting abducted by aliens? There's nothing. Dude, you're just fucking laying there. That's it. I'm like, I just had like
the craziest shit.
I've just had like an adventure.
To where you just
yeah. There's no aliens that came in the window. There's nothing in the house moving. You're just laying there. So yeah, the sleep paralysis it's a trip. But if you let it go, and I've let it go, I felt like I've been in and this is just my analysis, is I felt like I've been in a group of people just walking past me. And I'm screaming as loud as I can, and nobody can hear me, or I'll knock on something really hard, and then they'll like hear something. So like my analysis is, or my take on it is, what if I was in another dimension?
Yeah,
and what if I was a ghost in that dimension trying to get there, to get their attention?
That's pretty crazy.
Interesting.
Like how they are on this side sometimes.
Yeah, because I'm like screaming, and everybody's just walking past me, and then I hit the fucking wall hard and just looks at it, and then just like, and then I'll wake up.
That's strange.
And I'm just like, yeah, are we just stardust? We're stardust, right?
Stardust, yeah.
Yeah, just floating in other maybe we're ghosts in other dimensions too.
It could be, yeah.
I think we were talking about that.
Like how they kind of, yeah.
What is that hotel that's right where the Memorial Hospital used to be? Have you guys been in there yet?
Was that Park Central?
Park Central. Have you been
No,
in
we
there
haven't
yet?
been there yet.
'Cause that used to be the place for the patients who would come with the breathing problem. They would come to New Mexico.
Tuberculosis.
Yeah. And they have that big smokestack in the back that's always creeped me out. Like that was where they used to incinerate.
We were trying to get there before, but usually they tell you like you have to rent like all the rooms or something.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's like $5,000 or something like that. Something ridiculous.
I think Mona said that she spent a little time there in high school.
When it was Memorial.
When it was Memorial Psychiatric or whatever. So
yeah.
It was definitely, there's a lot of weird energy in there. There's another place, I want to call it Bosque Preparatory Institute, maybe. So it's like right off of Jefferson. So like when you get off Paseo and Jefferson and you go, you're just going down Jefferson.
Yeah.
Like you have that big tree area where the Journal Center is. There's a little school off to the right.
Oh, Cottonwood.
Cottonwood, yeah. It's a little. It's
Cottonwood
like a
Classic.
Cottonwood Classic. There you go. I had a friend way back in the day that was a security guard there because it was hospice for mentally ill patients.
Oh wow!
Back in the day.
Maybe we should look at that.
And he's just like, fuck that place.
Yeah, it's just a charter school.
Yeah.
Huh, okay. Yeah, maybe they might let us.
Yeah, I would.
Cool.
Just that whole little surrounding area, of just those trees and everything down there. It's kind of.
Well, and that's where the old railroad tracks are too. Is down in that area, so there's got to be a rich history there too.
Sure. We tried the wool factory once. We tried going there, and the owner was too afraid.
The wool warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like on First Street. Yeah. We tried asking him, and he was like, one of the people, like, I think
there.
so, but we're gonna have to call the manager, and then he called him, and Kyle was on the phone with him. And he was like, we don't want to do that anymore. It's too scary. last time we had an investigation here, it got worse, and one of their employees kept getting pushed down like the basement stairs and stuff.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so they're like, no more.
Who did you see at the Wool Warehouse?
Dude, I don't even remember. That was in the 90s.
I saw Bad Religion.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. In Green Day.
Oh yeah.
And Green Day opened up.
They used to do a lot of shows there.
They used to do basement shows here and different things like that. Green Day was like, I remember that. Green Day, Seaweed, and Bad Religion. And then I remember seeing Typo Negative there at the Wool Warehouse.
That's cool.
That was a fun one. But I didn't know it was.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like really haunted. Man.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
Interesting. Have you guys done the Sunshine Theater?
No, I want to.
I know, that would be sick.
Yeah.
It's like, especially hearing that about like what happened. Like, it just sucked that that happened to you.
At the Atmosphere concert.
Yeah.
What happened?
Girl was killed, but I think the way the story went was there was a security guard there. He told the girl that she could meet the band.
Yeah.
He took her upstairs. I think he raped her, right?
Yeah.
And then he strangled her, killed her. This was like in the late 90s. And then hid her body behind a Coke machine and pushed the Coke machine back.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then so they never, I don't know how long it took to find her, a few days.
Yeah, a few days. Because what happened was the security guard was never supposed to get hired there. He was actually like in a pending court trial for hurting like a 5-year-old kid.
Ew.
Yeah, but just Sunshine hired him anyways, and then they didn't do a background check, I guess.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, it's a crazy one. I think Atmosphere, I don't know if they're together anymore, but they wrote a song.
Yeah, they wrote a song. Yeah.
For her or something like that.
Upstairs, like the balcony area?
Yeah, like kind of like where the bathrooms are and stuff.
Yeah. You don't?
Nope, I don't like it up there.
Really?
Every time I've gone up there, I don't like it up there.
Really?
Yeah.
You are sensitive after all.
Oh.
Aw, you don't like it up there? Yeah.
Nope, I don't like it up there.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy downtown though. I mean, you got to think like I think it was like with the history that we have, it's like the OK Corral stuff type of there's just some shit that has happened down there. My wife went and did a ghost hunt in Santa Fe.
Oh, really?
In the prisons there, in the prison up there, and she didn't feel nothing or see nothing. But I think it was such a large group of people.
Oh, yeah.
It probably takes away from the experience, because you have that much energy, opposed to, whatever is there, whatever weird nefarious.
Yeah, it always seems like it's when it's just you or just you and a couple people.
Yeah,
I know Andy's had quite a few experiences himself.
Like when we go as a group, it's still scary, but then when you go by yourself, you're like, oh man, it's like a whole different place.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely. We went to my twins who are now 19. They did something up in. My mom's like, they need to get into the movies or extra work, and my friend's like, don't do it. Jay, who does sound.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Jay's like, do not get your kids into this industry, bro. It's fucked up. And my mom's like, I don't know, my mom's my mom, but so they did a little side work when they were like 11 or 12 because they're twins. They look exactly like, not anymore. And they did it some hotel up there where they gutted out the front. They're filming a TV show in there, and they made the front look like a diner or whatever. And then the back was completely just old, whatever place they did it at. So they allowed the parents to walk through the back, and me and my wife walked through the back, and it's like, all right, cool. Like we just felt it, like
right away.
It was like, all right, there's something here, and I think they did a investigation there on Ghost Adventures.
Oh, okay.
And it was the same place that we were there, and it's like, oh yeah, that place is.
What place was it?
Fuck, I forget the name, man. It was literally an old saloon with a big ass dance hall, and we were standing in the dance hall, and it was just like stuff peeling off the ceiling. But we were there at 2 a.m. because they were filming. They filmed at night. And it was just like alive. There's something there, just alive. It's a trip.
I gotta find that because that'd be pretty cool to go check out too.
So we've been trying to find new places because we got, I don't know, like 4 episodes coming up.
Yeah,
I think 4 or 5.
Yeah, I asked Santana about Ren's Den, and she's like, nah. And I was like, come on. She's just like, I don't know, maybe just leave it there. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like, you kind of the experience that you guys had, or somebody had it World Warehouse. It's like
where it might get worse. Yeah.
Dusting up the energy, and I just feel like it's already getting dusted up enough with adding the music there. You know, the chaos to it. Yeah. I mean, I don't feel anything nefarious there. I mean,
like prankster kind of.
Yeah, I think
a pervert.
Mischievous. I walked in there with my grandson Felix about 3 weeks ago because I meet my daughter down there. She picks him up, gets off of work. Her and Seth, and I was walking in there by myself, holding him, turning the lights on. It's like, can I help you? And I was like, fucking Andrew's here, like already, like so. But the door was locked, and I'm like, Andrew's not here. There's nobody here. And then I look in the back. I was like, there's nobody here. Like weird. It literally was like, can I help you? And it wasn't like a disembodied voice. It was just clear as day. Like, can I help you? No. Just that was it.
Like
really.
You just came to the shop or something.
Yeah, it was just weird. My wife's like, oh, did the baby feel anything? I was like, he didn't fucking feel shit.
Yeah, it's like a baby.
He's a baby. He's
even if he did, he'd probably just be like, "Oh, another person."
Hi. Yeah. He didn't feel nothing. He's just like half asleep.
We did a house investigation once, and it was the last episode, right? No, the one before Silva.
The Silva.
Yeah, and these people we didn't get a chance to interview them or anything. And then all the evidence we're getting, we couldn't tell because we didn't know what the history of the house was, really. Just know that someone passed away, 2 people, right?
Yeah.
That's all we really knew. And the grandfather that passed away now said he used to see like a girl or something. And that's all we got. So we did like the whole investigation, getting names, getting all kinds of stuff, not knowing what the hell. I was like, I don't know if this makes sense at all. And then we released the episode, and then after that, the owner was like everything you guys got was to the T. Like everything, yeah. We contacted this, I guess, an entity called Molly, and I guess the grandfather said that there was a girl named Molly that used to scratch him, and she said that she was even human. So that we got that on the nose, and then the grandfather's name. We didn't even know his name. We got that on there.
And his things that he would tell his grandkids.
Yeah, because he was like part of the military, so you tell when people would come over, you tell people to sit up straight, and then I guess he used to have like the kids clap or something. I don't know. And he was doing that on the spirit box, telling us to clap, and I was like, I don't know. I was like,
we're just like clap.
Yeah, I was like, why are we okay? Yeah, and she was like, yeah, that was my grandfather.
I was trying to look at my phone and my email. In high school, we had a friend named Andy McNeese, and we used to just drive around the city, smoke weed, in Albuquerque. Hannett Street up in the Heights. Mm-hmm. Isn't that what that Hannett is?
There is a Hannett up there.
Yeah.
Runs east-west.
Yeah, exactly. And it was called the Hannett House, and it was like there's a park up there. I don't know, it's a far northeast Heights park, but he was telling me about how his grandma was crazy. She was really evil, whatever. And she was mean. She died in that house. Him and his parents, and him and his little brothers and sister, whatever, they inherited the house. And he just said that there was a tree outside of his window, and he just saw a beast. The only way he could describe it, just sitting in a tree. He just said it was like teeth, furry, just a beast, and with like gray. Like he didn't even describe it as like a werewolf type of thing. He just said it was a beast, like sitting in this window. And he was just like, what the fuck? And then a couple years later, he got up to go to the bathroom, and there was a wood floor, and he just said literally down the hallway, the same thing was standing at him, or same thing was standing there, just staring directly at him, and the teeth were so big, it was like a smile, but the teeth, and it was just staring at him with evil eyes, and he's completely convinced that it was his grandma's pure form.
Ooh.
Oh wow, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Hey grandma.
Yeah, that's
what big teeth you have.
Yeah. He just said he looked at her, he went back in the room, put his head under the covers, like And we used to sit in front, like this fucking guy. We used to be like sit, and he's all there's the tree, and then we'd sit there and we'd smoke weed and be like, let's go,
no.
Let's leave. I don't want to be here no more. Just scare the shit out of each other. You know, you never did that in high school. Scare the shit out of each other with your friends. I was
think
gifted.
girls are different than boys.
I used to tell ghost stories and shit, or just try to scare each other.
Yeah.
Definitely ghost stories. Yeah, camped a lot as kids, so lots of ghost stories. But
girls are different. Like
girls are different.
Yeah,
for sure.
You guys go pee with each other.
Have pillow fights and
it's comforting,
whatever.
From what I understand. Girls all pee in the same bathroom together. It's comforting.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Girls go and pee together.
Girls go and pee
They do
together.
that, like,
but we
I'm
have
gonna-
individual stalls. You boys actually pee together
Yeah.
in your trough.
Oh, the troughs and the troughs are kind of old school, but then we have the dividers.
Yeah, it is kind of like that. Like, I'm gonna go pee. Do you want to come? Like,
Yeah.
like if we did that, it'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, it's just shit talking. That's all we're doing.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying because that happened at Ren's because I thought these girls were all going. There's
I've
like 4 of
seen-
them that went in the bathroom.
We've seen
once.
that too. Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
And it's only one toilet.
Yeah, no, well now there's
Well,
2.
there's
fix
2,
them,
but
yeah.
they go into one.
Yeah, and I'm like, the fuck are they doing? I'm like, and then I went in there. I was like, hey,
see what's going on.
right when they opened it, I was like, please don't be doing drugs in the bathroom. Like that's my first
Yeah.
thought, right? Like 4 girls in there. I'm like, they're doing coke or something, and then the girl goes, "We're peeing together. It's comforting." And then she pulled her freaking underwear down.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm out. Like, I'm out, dude. Like I don't know how old you are, but I'm out.
You know
like,
the ghost was in that room.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why he hangs out in that corner.
he loves it.
Girls being.
Oh, they love it. I'm sure. There's been more girls in there than there ever was in there before. So they're just like, yeah, no wonder why they're grabbing asses. You know? But I don't think the energy's so bad there because we haven't had like crazy ass like fights there. We've had a couple, but like nothing
Like crazy.
You just get that with a venue, anyways.
exactly. You get that with
Yeah.
the venue, and I just don't feel like whatever could be there would have influenced those.
It's interesting though that Jeff got a really negative vibe from it. Is that who you said was Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just. I could just see it. He was just pissed. I'm like, what the fuck's. Like, why is he so mad? I've never seen it like that before.
Strange.
There's
We've
no
had,
Jeff, only Zool.
Dude, that's what I say. My wife's going through her.
Uh,
Those are her ovaries while she's going through.
oh
the
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Just her little zool.
okay.
You know.
TMI.
Yeah. There's no ovaries. There's just zool now. Ah. So,
It's strange how they can affect like your mood sometimes. We had Pickles be like that once.
Yeah.
There's one I'm editing right now where we went to Donna Ana like a second time in Las Cruces. Pickles, there's a part because I was editing it, and Kyle was in the spirit box, and Pickles is like, I gotta put this camera down. I'm about to toss it because I don't know why. And he was just getting really aggressive. And then they're walking on the stairs, and he was like, Kyle, get away from me. I'm about to push you down the stairs. Yeah, like he got like that, like
You
crazy.
could
Yeah.
tell. Interesting.
Yeah, and then Kyle's like, "Holy shit!" and start running down the stairs.
do you guys feel like sometimes like that thin veil can be like you know, they talk about Halloween, right? Like, do you think everybody's wavelength and energy is on that level that veil can kind of lift?
I think so.
I think so. I would say so.
Yeah, because I don't know. It's just like a matter of what kind of energy is influencing you, or it can push you over the edge or something. But I don't know. So the things we've experienced, it just feels. I don't even know how to explain it sometimes. I don't know what. Like Pickle's getting aggressive. He's done it a few times, right?
Yeah, he's gotten aggressive, and you got scratched too.
Yeah, he's got scratched before.
Wow.
We actually have that. If you watched St. James episode, it's before we even started investigating that.
Yeah, I was turning off the lights, and then
With the or with the caretaker.
yeah, to the gimp dude.
Yeah, he was the caretaker was turning on the lights, and Pickles was really fascinated with one of the most haunted rooms there. They have it permanently locked, and he kept staring at it, and he kept walking back and forth. We would go around, and he'd always end up being in front of that door. And I was like, "Stay away from there." I was like, "People get scratched right there." I don't know. I just think it's cool. And then him and Kyle went back over there by themselves, and we just hear Kyle, "Pickles got scratched." We went over there and pulled up his shirt. Sure enough, it was like a weird scratch. It was like 2, and it was almost like formed like an A or something. Yeah. Really strange. And he was like, "No, I think it's when I fell." And I was like, "No, it's on. You're touching the wrong side. It's on this side." And he was like, "Said it just burned, huh?"
Yeah.
Felt like real hot.
Interesting. It's just hot burning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been scratched or touched.
I've just been grabbed a few times. You have too.
Yeah.
By a
Like at
ghost.
Yeah, by a ghost.
Not on the ass. I wish. I wish.
Not on the ass.
one day. One day.
If any of you ghosts are watching, no, I was kidding.
Yeah.
I invite you.
Yeah. Never been scratched. I mean, touched by a priest one time, but that was it.
Ah,
yeah.
love.
Who has? No, I was kidding. I go there before that.
I go there to get touched by the priest. Come on, man.
Make me feel wanted.
He liked you. Yeah, I think like when we delve into like our horror stuff, because we put a lot of energy into where we do our horror shit, right? Like where we do the Androidvision.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much energy in there, but I always feel like we kind of create our own energy, right?
Yeah.
Like we kind of create our own bubble, and it's kind of cool to see the creation of that. And we'll maybe when we're gone, whatever, somebody will pick up on that.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's probably different forms of energy imprints or actually disembodied shit.
Yeah.
The building that I work at now, it's 61,000 square foot building, and I was in there during the pandemic by myself for all intents and purposes almost a year. And you know, not every day, but I had to go watch the building, make sure the air is running, make sure nothing's on fire. I'd go kick it there all day sometimes to get away from my wife. You know,
the Zool ovaries.
Yeah, just the Zool ovaries. And I heard people cheering, and clapping, and laughing.
Oh wow!
And I don't. It's like right up there on the Jefferson the freeway, and I'm like, there ain't nobody here. You know, I go and look, and there's nobody there. I don't know if I'm having a Shining moment. You know, from you know, the movie Shining, and then I'd always see like just black shadow just walking in there. And I just, for me, I don't think that anything has happened. I mean, I don't know what happened 300 years on that ground, but I'm just saying like that place was built up from the dirt. And so I think possibly there's energy imprint in there because that place has been there for over 20 years, a lot of energy, a lot of, so I that's what I, maybe an echo.
Yeah, I think so. Sometimes maybe the building's memories or something.
Yeah.
Like it kind of replays or something. We've had that too, where we have like yeah, it's like almost like something's get played out or something. It's almost like a movie scene or something, like reoccurs. It's really strange.
What about when they knocked down the old strip mall in front of you guys? Anything weird?
No. I was thinking about the where that Burlington is at San Mateo and Montgomery. How had the movie theater downstairs. There's something about, you know what I'm talking about?
And Plaza.
Yeah.
That's what it was
There's
called.
always something weird in that area too.
Yeah.
In that corner.
There
Always
is.
feels kind of funky, and I always just go, oh, it's just nostalgia because it used to be and now it's not, you know, but
Yeah, back in the day, it was the first cafeteria, which I missed the shit out of. And then I remember it was like that.
since nobody ever.
Yeah, I know. Fucking first cafeterias. There's a difference between Furs and first cafeteria.
Okay.
Furs was when you served yourself.
Okay.
First cafeteria is when you took the tray.
Oh yeah.
And you walked with it and they served you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, that's
I
haven't done that in forever.
yeah.
Cafeteria is great. But it was like an underground movie theater.
Movie
right?
theater. It was like, yeah, it's the whole shopping plaza, but then in the corner there was, I think it was just stairs. I was thinking it was an escalator maybe in the 90s, but that would go downstairs and there was a movie theater down there.
Yeah. And then across the way they had the tilt.
Yeah,
I think that's
but for a
before
while when Burlington was there, you could still take the elevator downstairs. I think the bathroom was down there, and they had all the doors just closed and locked, and you could kind of peek through and see like the old hallways and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I think old malls are creepy.
yeah.
Abandoned ones. I mean, there's so much life and energy in those, and it's just like now they're just like weird. Yeah, I'm waiting for that to happen to Cottonwood Mall because nobody's ever there.
Oh yeah, it's already turned into a ghost town, hasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Just go in there and there's nobody there. I'm just like, I'm just waiting. Just go explore. Do you guys ever like, before you guys did this, did you guys ever do like any type of unauthorized exploring?
Probably.
You mean trespassing?
Yeah.
I think it would be like our first episode. I think that
Which one?
the fucking that hill.
Oh, Haunted Hill.
Yeah.
Because it's not too bad. It's like a trail, but it's like closed after a certain time.
Yeah, we just went up there. We're like, well, if someone comes up here and tells us to stop, we'll just take off.
If they tell us to fuck off, we'll
Where's
just fuck
that
off. Haunted Hill is at the end of Manal, I think, past Tramway. It's like at the bottom of the mountain.
Okay.
There's like
one
a-
of those hiking trail areas.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a story about, I don't know, some hermit that used to live up there, used to lure people up there and kill them or something like a long time ago.
Mostly prostitutes.
Yeah, and prostitutes, yeah. And then I think there was even like a police chase that ended there, and they ended up shooting the person they were pursuing. Shot him dead up there, too. We actually got, well, we didn't get it the second time.
Oh, damn. That one, we had a crazy experience, and I still wish that we had like a camera rolling or something.
We always do, and we just didn't that time.
Yeah, in that moment, it
was the first time we went there. We got some like voices talking, someone saying like "yoo-hoo," and no one was there.
Yeah,
that was pretty weird. I think the second night we got a little bit of stuff. It wasn't that great, and we're packing up the all the stuff like the night vision cameras and stuff. And I was like, should we leave a camera on? I was like, I don't think anything's going to happen. Should we just pack everything? Like, yeah, usually we have one set up just while we're putting stuff away, just in case something does happen. This time we were like, nah, it's dead tonight. Put everything away right when we put away, and then we're just, we usually use sage after we're done just so nothing follows us home. This is a precaution. We're doing that, and my girlfriend, Jimmy, she was the one that was saging us all, and she was about to turn around and put it out, and the smoke was still going up in the air. She turned around, and something in the sky above her just started screaming. Like after the smoke got there, like scream like I don't know how to describe it. Like 3 voices at once, like screaming.
Shit was fucking crazy.
Like an inhale scream. Like I don't want to do it, but
yeah, wow.
It was like loud as shit. It even like echoed.
Yeah, we all looked up in the same direction.
Yeah, and then it like screamed, and then like it continued screaming and flew away like at least like half a mile.
Yeah,
and it started like choking, gargling and stuff, and then it started like morphing into like a coyote howl, and then it started pretending to be a coyote. Really strange.
Like the literal sound, like I always try to do it, but it's not good. But it literally sounded, it was like it was like that, like out there. It was just like crazy.
Did you see?
We didn't see it. It was like so dark.
Yeah, because we were like, it was like 1 a.m. or something, or was it 12? Or I don't know. It was during the nighttime, and there's no light out there, so.
Yeah.
It had been like 2 o'clock in the morning, I think. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but
Yay
it was.
for sage.
Yeah, we're seeing. Like,
yeah, I was like, well, at least we know it works. So.
Yeah, right.
Got in its phase and it freaked out.
Have you ever done any old graveyards?
We want to. Which one was the one we're supposed to go
to? Was it Cimarron?
I think so. The Cimarron.
What about the graveyards like off the freeway here?
Off
like
of Gibson and the freeway?
We've never done those.
Those would be fun.
Manal and the freeway.
Yeah, I think you did one like a long time ago.
Which one?
I don't know. It was like somewhere on this side of town, actually. You were still living in Bernalillo during the time. Or
did I?
Yeah, I think... yeah, but you said you didn't get anything, though. You went with Jimmy and her friend, I think.
Oh, no, we didn't go to graveyard. We went to West Mesa, like where they found all those bodies.
I was going to ask, have you been to the Mesa?
We went to that one. We got a little bit of stuff. We actually did get one of the victims' names, but something was trying to tell them to shut up, not to tell us anything and stuff. It was really strange. Yeah, like every time they started talking to us, a male voice would come in and shut up, bitch, and stuff like that.
Interesting.
It was really strange. Yeah, like trying to keep them from telling us the story or something.
There's a old graveyard off of Osuna, like by the Balloon Fiesta Park.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, there is.
I drove through there. It's some weird vibes there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just that north side of the city, and I don't know how long that graveyard's been there.
That one right when you get off the freeway at Gibson, too, has a vibe about it. I haven't
Maybe
been in it, but every time I just look at it, that's an old little cemetery there at Gibson and I-25.
Yeah.
It's on that on the southwest exit.
Yeah. Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, just like right up on a hill, and they were talking about trying to do something to renovate that area, but to keep that as a landmark area because it's one of the older ones.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's one which is pretty weird. We used to go get stoned over there in high school, and that one's a little weird. But if you go, it's off of Alameda and San Pedro, like up in the far northeast heights.
Okay.
And it's an old graveyard there used to be old airport out there. Remember there used to be an airport out there when we were kids? Like they used to fly out there. So there's an old airport.
A strip, yeah.
There's a strip
Yeah.
right before
It was a
Sandia
airplane
Casino.
school too, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, right before Sandia Casino. But out there, it's like you go down, I want to say Louisiana.
Or
and then,
San Pedro.
Or San Pedro, and then Alameda. It's an old graveyard. I don't know who keeps it up. There's still grass there. But there's statues all over it of Jesus, but all of his hands are broken off.
Whoa.
And there's actually thrones there.
Oh, wow.
so you like these wooden not wooden thrones, these just stone thrones that you could sit there, and that's got a weird vibe at night too, very strange vibe, and I don't think that gate ever gets closed, and I don't know because I know at a Gate of Heaven cemetery, usually a lot of these cemeteries or graveyards have a keeper that lives there in a trailer or something like that, but I haven't seen anything like that over there. It's real strange. Me and my buddy Bill were, and a good handful of us were walking through there, and we were really stoned, and there was an open grave, like they dug it and it was getting ready to be, and we pushed Bill in there, and then somebody put the not the 2x4 but the plywood on top, and he's like, "You fucking dicks!" So we had to pull him out. But I remember in high school, do you remember Carl Hedges? Do you remember that? Does that name ring a bell, Andy, at all?
He didn't go to school here.
You didn't go to school here? So they're like these not old punk, but these punk rock kids, and they were like all had like devil locks and, and the Misfits and whatever and they actually went to that graveyard and broke open a tomb.
Oh wow!
And then there was like they were able to see a dead person's hand in there. They're like, "Oh, we saw a dead person's hand," But
and now all the hands are missing.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, all the hands are missing now. But yeah, I would go check that place out. That's
kind of cool.
It's a pretty cool one.
Talking about like thrones, this place is actually the Alex Building in Globe, Arizona. It was built in 1910. Upstairs, there's actually what is it called, the keep, or what is it, the benevolent protection of Elks?
Yeah.
The what?
Benevolent protection of Elks community, or it's like a cult kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And up there, it almost looked like the top floor looked like almost like a church, man.
Yeah.
They had like these
rites and rituals.
Yeah, weird stuff. They had like these weird like ceremonial like tables, I guess. They're like padded and stuff, and then there was like thrones from every like side of the room and stuff. It was really strange.
It was a weird place.
Weird place.
It was cool, but it was weird.
Yeah, it was a weird place.
You don't know what kind of weird rituals they're doing there.
Yeah, they even had like an old like wooden like locker room that had like, I guess, where they used to keep all their like weird stuff in there.
Their kids.
Their kids.
Chained to the wall.
The sacrifices.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Sacrificial children.
The animals. I worked at Gate of Heaven Cemetery. I think we talked about this in Androidvision before, and that was a weird experience. My first funeral that I dug the first funeral that I dug a grave for was for a 2-year-old, and it's just weird, man. Like anybody that you met that's a grave digger, like I'd have to go into the crypt, the wall crypt. It was just a building, and then you probably have like the wall crypts are just plates on a wall, and they go, I don't know, maybe 15 feet high, 16 feet high, and you just walk in there, and then on one side of it you have what it looks like to be a trophy case. Yeah. And then they have like all the urns in there. And they have like people's pictures behind them. And just walking in there like literally at 6:30 in the morning during the winter, unlocking the door, lights aren't on, and you got to walk completely across this freaking thing by yourself. It's just weird vibes. Like I've seen a few shadows at night or early in the morning, but nothing maybe because it's like a Catholic thing, maybe it's just, people put their prayers there or good intentions, but the smell of a dead body is fun because it was like the lady, they didn't seal her coffin correctly.
Oh shit.
It's like, man, this smell just keeps getting worse. And I can only describe it as like if somebody cooked like a not very good beef stew and then put some Lysol in there and boiled it.
Oh, because of the chemicals?
Because of the chemicals. Yeah, it was just weird. And then we had to get up there, pull the coffin down, reopen it, and then reseal it. It was just a defective coffin.
That's fine.
But you'll still stink.
Yeah.
It's just you're full of chemicals.
Yeah. My mother used to work at a funeral home.
Okay.
So yeah, she told me all about that shit. Some weird stuff, like even like donors, like that's probably one of the worst things you would get at places. Donors and suicides.
Really?
Because donors, they take bones, they take veins, they take everything. You pretty much come in a bag, like the skin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I never thought I just would assume it was just
they
open
take
your abdominal cavity,
they
take what
take
you want,
everything.
put your bag.
Yeah, they take everything.
Really?
So you get a meat puppet.
Pretty much.
Meat
Yeah.
sock.
Yeah.
Wow. Just do a matanza with it, I guess.
Just put it on. I don't know. Hey, I'm Grandma.
I'm Uncle Jerry.
I'm Grandma. Oh, God.
That would be funny. That would be.
I look so pretty.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I'd like.
not be a good one.
She's channeling her inner Ed Gein. Just floating around, just dancing around the moonlight.
In someone's skin.
Yeah. Oh my God. Could you imagine? There was a story. I was gonna bring this up on our next Androidvision, but fuck it, we'll say it here that I've been getting crazy into true crime stuff, and for some reason I got down the rabbit hole of YouTube, and these hunters in Arizona, kind of southernish Arizona, but not really. There's still some forest area there, I guess. So they're hunting deer down there, and it's weird because again, it is foresty, but it is kind of, deserty, and they found a hand coming up out of the ground, and they thought like it was a glove.
Oh shit!
Like just somebody buried a glove, and then the guy kicked it, and then when he kicked it, he noticed there was bones underneath.
Oh shit!
So he called. He goes, "Hey, I found a hand," and then the cops show up because it's all like cops have their cams on them.
Oh right.
And he was saying, "Oh, we found a leg over here. We found another skull over here. We found it." So they were finding body parts all over. So your first thought is like cartel shit, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then the next week or so they gather all the body parts. They're just separate. They couldn't put a complete body together. So in the next couple of weeks, a little bit down the way, there's some other hunters, and then they found a skull.
Oh wow!
And then they dug up and they found another human skull. And then you go out there and you see all their little yellow tags all over the body parts that they found. But they did find one body part that had a tag on its toe.
Oh wow!
So they're like, okay, what the fuck is going on here?
That's strange.
So they get they look up the company because there's a company, like it's not a hospital, it's an actual company. Then they track down the company, and they're people who do kind of deliver the body parts, like you said. There's companies that handle. It's not just like a hospital or a mortician or whatever. Like you have to sign your body over to a company.
Yeah.
So the companies deal in this stuff, and so this guy, he was transferring bodies from wherever to the east or whatever, and the fucking refrigerator died in the back of his truck. And he owned the company. Yeah, he owned the company. He's like, fuck this shit. So like, he just threw the body parts to the back of his truck.
Back to the earth.
And the motherfucker didn't even. He just got like a little probation. Fine.
That's it.
Just improper disposal of a human body.
He's like, well, he technically owned them, I guess. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it's his property.
Fed the coyotes.
I know. Like just open the back and just hauled ass. Just everything just flew.
He's like, fuck. I mean, if I was in that position, what would you do? You were driving that truck, like.
And the refrigeration went down?
Yeah, and you just had all.
What year is it though?
Now.
Like this just happened?
Yeah, this just
really?
happened.
Oh, I would get on my cell phone and be like, what the fuck do I do?
He owned the company though.
I know, he just calls himself.
But he didn't own the land or did own the land?
No, he just drove, like, he would drive out to the Mesa here.
It was all done
and just dump the
like
body.
a pack of cigarettes or
Just dump it, dude.
They didn't even have, they just like hips.
Yeah, I mean, like, would you want to keep going with rotting flesh? I wouldn't.
What do you
But
even do
you
with
gotta
it?
have the proper way to dispose of it.
I
But
don't
I
even
guess,
know.
like, before there was proper ways, there was nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the way we disposed of things.
Yeah.
It's not like it was somebody's backyard. Poor hunters, but
Just throw them in the Grand Canyon. Yay, yeah, bye. Just throw body parts. I would have
I
drove.
believe I can fly.
Yeah, just arms, just flying off the cliff. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, you're feeding the animals. Throw them in the
Yeah,
Colorado
right.
River.
Don't put them in the water.
Why?
Because people go in the water.
Yeah, they are going into the water.
Yeah. But live people go in the water.
They're drinking
Kids
it downstream.
like to swim. Yeah, like
like
laundry.
It floats it down
I got a
downstream.
foot. Yay!
The kids are going in the water. It's
Slapping
okay.
each other.
They're drinking
Hands.
They're drinking fish piss. Think about it. It's not that bad.
No, we don't think about it. That's
Yeah.
why it's been okay to go in the water.
Yeah, fish piss.
It's like the ocean. Why it's like so salty? It's because
Yeah.
the whale come. That's why. That's literally what it is. Because they like release gallons, like tons of semen,
whale
like
cum?
fucking
tons of semen. And,
Yeah.
10 tons.
I don't know what cum tastes like, but
Sure
well,
you
just
don't.
taste the ocean. Let's get out.
tastes like the ocean. I guess now I know what whale cum tastes like.
Yeah, now you know exactly what
Yeah.
it tastes like.
That's where that film is when I leave the ocean. It's just
Yeah, I
just
guess.
scratching.
Yeah.
It's all coming
Yeah.
off my skin. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. We just go to the ocean and we just trust
Yeah.
what's in there, right?
Pretty much anything can be in there.
Fuck the ocean.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
But also,
There's monsters in the ocean.
a lot of things that we don't know about in the ocean.
For years.
And I think it's amazing.
So it's like,
and beautiful.
Is that the only way we traveled back then too? Yeah.
Oh, to the ocean.
I love it. I think it's great how minuscule we are. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's so fucking cool. Like,
They're so self-important.
Yeah.
Until we get, we can't go to that depth.
yeah.
We don't know what this creature is.
Yeah, I like how like people like build landslides or build their houses below landslides.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just like, oh my god. It's like, what the fuck?
What'd you expect?
You built your fucking house on a fucking dirt, a mud hill below it. I mean, what did you think would happen? You know, like you're building your house on a coast.
Yeah, just like that. Like if it like get surprised when they get flooded or hurricanes or something.
Of course,
It
yeah.
was gonna happen eventually.
Yeah. I mean, here, you know, we're gonna get covered by dirt one day.
Yeah.
You know?
California would be a fun place to go searching for paranormal activity. I know they have a lot of it already being documented out there, but I can't even imagine between the gold rush and the first Americans and old Hollywood, corrupt crime and corrupt
Just corrupt.
police corruption period. Yeah, like the amount between there and New York,
Yeah.
that would be.
Yeah. What?
But even like the up in like Durango, Colorado, or any of those old silver mining, any of those old towns for mining, you've got to have.
We
all
went to
sorts
a
of
mine
fun.
place too.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Who
weird.
was that? Oh, yeah.
What was it called?
What's it
I don't know what it was called. Some mine we went to. It was like a day investigation. That was pretty cool though.
Was it near here,
Yeah. What was it? Magdalena.
Magdalena.
Yeah.
Magdalena?
Yeah, it's like a little
Yep.
like town over there. That place is almost abandoned. The whole town.
Really?
Outside of Socorro too, there's lots of mining. Alamogordo, in that area.
Silver City.
Silver City, named after it.
Yeah, I think California, like that. What was that hotel? That crazy ass hotel that like Richard Ramirez stayed at. and people
Oh,
jumped out the
yeah,
windows.
Cecil?
The Cecil Hotel.
Yeah.
And then the latest one was that Elisa Lam case.
Yeah.
You know what though? I'm switching my mindset because that's all. There's so much documented stuff there. Now that I think about the rich history of New Mexico, there really kind of is an untapped vibe here. There could be so much.
We're trying. It's just so many people are so superstitious here. They're afraid to let like people like us go investigate.
Sure.
So that's why I think that's why it kind of stays like that, huh?
Yeah.
Like kind of like nobody wants anybody to like do anything, I guess.
I guess if you think about it,
There's a lot of
what they are basing their research and hobbies on, we wouldn't have horror movies. We wouldn't have what we do if it wasn't for what they do.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. That's
Isn't that funny when you think about it?
That's
Because
cool to think about
all
that.
the scary stories and all of the monsters and all of the unexplained that we get horror movies from
Yeah,
all started from paranormal
exactly.
activities, paranormal stories, lore,
Yeah.
tales,
The first,
encounters.
I did I guess a challenge to watch horror movies when I used to do an old podcast, but we did a challenge to see if we could watch as many horror movies as we could. It was like basically one horror movie a day. And I decided to like try to do through the years, but I wanted to do through like the early 1900s all the way up. And I found like the first werewolf movie, it was a black and white obviously, but it was silent movie.
A silent movie. Nice.
And I'd have to look it up, but it was about a werewolf. And they didn't show the werewolf. They just told the story about how the guy turned into it. And there was a lot of Native Americans involved. There was a lot of a logging town. And it was like, there you go with that lore.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
yeah, I mean, shapeshifters are a part of so many different histories and spirits and encounters of that sort, negative and positive.
What about
We wouldn't have horror movies
no, not at all. Fuck
at
no.
all.
No.
At all, any of them.
What's his name? H.P. Lovecraft or
Oh yeah.
who's the other guy?
I don't know where you're going with the thought line, so it could go anywhere.
God damn it! Why am I forgetting his name? Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, Poe.
Okay.
Yeah, those are all like OG ghost stories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think he like started like the horror genre kind of like around there, I think.
Oh, there's a lot of
Like
there's
in
a
books.
lot of there's a lot of old text
Yeah.
that would bring that But as far as like what's considered fiction,
yeah, I think he started like to make it popular, I guess.
yeah, in the pop culture, yeah, for sure, to introduce it to mass readers, yeah.
I think that's the whole thing behind Halloween too. Is the original concept was wearing a mask. Like people think that it's to, I guess.
Nowadays they're trying to be spooky, but back then it was to ward off the bad energy, right?
Yeah, you're scaring the bad energy, and the pumpkin. I think Irish, somewhere back in Irish something, but the pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern was to ward off. This is light. You ain't gonna come towards this light.
No.
You know what I mean? Like it's to ward off any bad spirits.
Right. And because Beltane is when the veil is at its thinnest, of course that would make sense to do that.
We should do some rituals that night.
I want to go with them on Beltane. Shoot, they're going to have activity.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You guys can come along with the hunt one day.
Yeah.
If you guys
Yeah.
want.
Heck
Have
yeah.
a special guest. Yeah. We'll let you know, because we're trying to book some more stuff.
Are you?
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, definitely let me know. I mean, there's different graveyards I think you could definitely go to. And I'm just telling you, that whole neighborhood where Renz is, it's just fucking weird. There's an alleyway behind there that is just
My
odd.
great-grandparents lived here back when, like, Broadway was the main street that everybody lived on.
Really?
My great-grandfather was the store manager for the Old Pennies down on Central back when the streets weren't even fully paved.
That's cool.
So there's pictures in my family of what that area used to look like.
Damn.
And it's amazing to see just what the progress and or gentrification of the different areas has brought. But if you go even driving down Broadway, kind of south of Central, you can see a lot of those old houses, and you can tell that the neighborhoods, even down like off of like Bridge and High Street and down in that area, there's just, the neighborhoods are still pretty much the way they used to look now, with modern sidewalks and, you know, telephone poles and whatnot. But
basements.
that is what the central location of Albuquerque was. The Borellis neighborhoods, the Five Points, all of that area. That was where town was hopping. That was where everything happened.
And you're looking at the rail yards. I mean, that's where everybody was dropped off at.
Yeah.
And if you don't get a weird vibe just looking at the rail yards,
That place is spooky just looking.
yeah. And now we found out, because there's a lot of gentrification going on down in the Borellis area, we found out that there's going to be even more. They're putting some more money into 4th Street. They're putting new stuff in there. They're going to more lights, all kinds of stuff. And so, like, we've been asked, hey, if you need any assistance with your business, money's there, you know. But they're actually going to be building 2 film schools up in the rail yard area.
Makes sense.
They're going to be so, like, they're going to be digging some shit up.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, like just be stirring some shit up.
Disturbing it.
Yeah.
We tried booking over there too, and they told us, like, yeah, we usually let paranormal investigators, but we're going through construction for the next 4 years. So not till then. Yeah.
You can't sign a waiver?
I know.
Tell them I'll wear a hard hat.
Yeah, wear a hard hat.
I know.
Yeah.
Just turn the light on.
I
Turn the
got my
light on.
safety vest.
Yeah, safety, all that stuff. You should, fuck it. Just jump the fence.
Take your contractor with me.
Yeah,
It's
just-
Albuquerque. They'll just
jump
slap
the
you on the
fence and-
wrist anyways.
Yeah,
send you
just
on
jump
your
the
way.
fence and say the dudes at Ren's Den said
It was cool.
it was cool. Just say, hey, it's cool. It's part of the neighborhood. They know somebody who knew somebody. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. You guys are good to go. So.
All right. Well, I think that's about it for
Cool.
this episode. But
Nice.
Awesome.
and I don't know if you want to shout out your Androidvision again.
Androidvision.
This Saturday,
Yeah.
the name of the platform is
Watch Together.
Watch Together.
All right.
Yeah.
And then we have the Morgan Crypt Horror Con at Isleta in September.
Last
All right,
weekend of
awesome.
September. And let us know if you
Yeah.
guys want to hang out there too.
That'd be really
Maybe
cool.
We can see if we can get you guys taken care of. But it's going to be a lot of fun this year. You're going to have a lot of guests. You're going to have a Return of the Living Dead reunion.
Yes,
Oh,
Just
wow.
with
saw that.
with 3 people. You're going to have Texas Chainsaw 2 Massacre reunion, but with Bill Moseley, who is in, House of a Thousand Corpses
That's cool.
and all those movies. So that'll be cool. And then Tyler Maine, who played Sabretooth, and
We love Bill Moseley at our
Do-
house.
do
Yes.
you? Oh, you do?
We were just talking about him.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
I got a hard yes, because I don't know sometimes from this guy. Like,
Yeah.
if he says he loves him, and then it's just
Meh.
Meh. Yeah, but no, it's just more of like, oh, I love them, but in all reality, I fucking hate them. But
I love to hate 'em.
Yeah, Bill Mosley. You got Casey Orr, Casey Orr beefcake from Guar.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna be able to get pictures with
That's
him
cool.
in costume, which should be really cool. So we're pretty much conducting an after party in Androidvision, and that's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'll pass my bedtime.
Mine too. That's why I'm allowed 3 assistants. Close it down, But we're able to get some cool bands there. So we got like a very different array of bands there. It's got Nocturne and 12 Step Rebels.
Really?
Sorry, Wedo.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a fun, weird mix. So yeah, go check out the Morgan Crypt Fest, guys.
Cool.
That's like the big thing, and then check out Androidvision. We'll be at the Guild on October 25th.
Yep, and all the information is going to be in the description about these. They're awesome stuff and what
Thanks,
they got
guys.
coming up. Yeah, so thanks for coming to Let's Get Paranormal. We got Paranormal for a little bit. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But thanks for being on the show, though. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thanks
bye.
for having us.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.